Так, ну, тест. Эхо, браво, браво. Что-то эхо я не слышу. Есть эхо. Алло, 1 и 2. Так, вчера мы, короче, выяснили, что за убийством девушек стоит, короче, немецкий малой какой-то из знати. Опять я язык не поменял, ну ёб твою мать. Куда валить надо? А, он прям в городе живет, я думал за этим. На кашку. Так, это его дом. А он спит здесь? Он реально трофеи собирал, пиздец.
What the hell? That's hair. All kinds of brown. I bet it belonged to those dead girls. If this isn't proof, nothing is.
Все, можно возвращаться. Это было, в принципе, изи. Надо чат подключить.
I need to discuss that visit to the Von Grollers.
Excellent. Let's find Catherine. You can tell us everything.
We were right.
Разойтись даже не успели.
Something seriously fishy there.
Well, don't keep us in suspense. What did you find out?
You found something there, didn't you? Evidence?
I certainly did. In the young lord's room.
What was it?
This. He had it in a chest in his room. Locks of hair. All brown, but all a bit different. They're definitely from those murdered girls.
Hair? But that's not enough. That definitely won't suffice as proof.
Why wouldn't it? He took them as a keepsake from the dead girls, as a trophy. It was him!
But nobody will believe us. We need more than just hair. A bloody dress or the murder weapon.
And to be honest, I don't think we're going to find anything like that. They're pretty careful to cover their tracks.
Damn it. We're fucked. If we at least had a witness.
And what about 3 witnesses at once?
Where are you going to find 3 witnesses when you don't even have one?
I don't yet, but... Look, we're almost certain young Hendel did it. So what if we set a trap and catch him in the act?
And how do you want to do that? I mean, we don't know who he's planning to murder next.
We'll set someone up. Some brunette.
You want to sacrifice some poor girl?
No, nobody's gonna get hurt. We'll be keeping our eye on her.
А сама Катерина не хочет
The
пойти?
only one I can think of is Stanya. And I highly doubt that she'd want to risk her life again.
She won't have to. I'll do it.
But you haven't had anything to do with him. He'll see through it immediately. It'll fail.
We'll wait until the lad's out of the house. Maybe we'll dress Catherine up a bit, and she'll go asking for the young lord, father of her child. When Hendel comes home and hears what happened, he'll come looking for her to fix things up.
I'll cause such a scene, they'll be talking about it for years. Then we'll tell them where he can find me, and we've got him.
If you say so. But where can we do it? We can't do it here. They'd figure it out pretty quick.
We can use one of the rooms here in the tavern. It has only one way out. You'll be hiding across the way, and jump out at the right moment. I repeat, at the right moment.
Don't worry, we won't take our eyes off you.
Where's Hendel? I need to talk to him! Do you hear me? I have to talk to him about our wedding. I won't be left alone with his child.
What are you screeching about, you ninny? There's no Hendel here. Certainly not for the likes of you.
Do you hear that, folks? He fucks me from all sides. Gets me with child, and now he doesn't want to know me. Get rid of her. Disgrace. Oh, so a poor woman has to suffer because of a man's lust. As if it wasn't already bad enough before.
What lies are you spouting, you strumpet? Goodman Hendel never laid eyes on you. Besides, you're too old for him. Nobody will believe your lies.
Old am I? He came to me himself because he wanted a mature woman to breed with. And he never even pulled it out. And he filled me up like a wineskin. Suit yourself. I'll give you some time to think it over. But either you come up with an offer of marriage by evening, or first thing in the morning I'll go to the bailiff. And I'll be damn sure to get justice from him. It's open.
I've come to talk with you.
Where's Hendel?
Hendel?
You wanton whore! Debauching my son! A nanny goat like you! The others were at least young, but you! Oh, Christ, the trials I have to endure! A husband with both feet in the grave and a son who'll fuck anything with a hole in it. Slice her up, so no one will recognize her, and...
А, то есть это мамка, короче, отправляла чела всех убивать, что ли? Пиздец.
in case what she says is true, gut her too.
Gutting, is it? I can help you with that.
Get that bitch, you fool!
Алло, блять, а можно, чтобы чел у меня нахуй?
Now you're finished. You haven't a chance.
Victory awaits!
Вообще, блять, не понял, он мне вообще не дал такого шанса.
What the hell? That's hair. All kinds
Я
of
в
blood.
ахуе, блять.
They
Заново
belong to those dead girls. This
пиздячить.
isn't proof. Nothing is.
А почему я спать хочу? Как это я не спал? Ничего себе, 44.
I apologize. I went to possession.
I need.
Excellent.
I think
Well,
You found
certain.
what was...
This locks up.
hair.
Why would...
But nobody.
To be honest.
Damn it. Where are you?
I don't.
And how do
We'll see.
you want to?
No.
The only one.
She won't...
But you haven't had an.
We'll wait when Hen.
How? Then
Ah.
we could... You'll... I repeat...
Don't worry.
Алло, блять, уебище, ебаное, почему ты, блять, не уклоняешься, сука, от него?
Christ, I'm hit. Oh, eating, are we? Ready to get your ma?
Что за хуйня, блять, почему чел... Почему чел не уклоняется, блять? Он меня тупо сейчас сразу хуярить, короче, мне даже не дают меч достать. Если бы я хотел это сделать, блять. Чё мне, блядь, доспехи надевать?
the hell? That's hair. All kinds of brown. I bet it belonged to those dead girls. If this isn't proof, nothing is.
You silly doggy. Excuse me.
It happens. Just watch where you're going next time.
I need...
Excellent.
I think we...
Well,
You found
Certainly...
what was it?
This. Locks of hair.
hair.
Why-
Nobody will believe us. We need more than just hair. A bloody dress or the murder weapon.
To be...
Where are you?
I don't...
And how do
We'll
you want to...
No.
The other...
She won't.
But you haven't...
Well, when Hen...
How? Then
If you-
we can use. You'll be. I repeat.
Don't worry.
Where's Handel? I need to.
Опа. Так бы сразу надо было, блядь.
I yield. Mercy.
Before I finish you off, I have to ask, why the fuck did you kill them?
I'll tell you. But you aren't going to like it.
I'm listening.
Because it's the right thing to do.
What's right about murder?
All those whores had it coming.
It was all Mandalina's idea, wasn't it? She wanted them killed.
And can you blame her? That first harlot was already itching to become Mistress von Grole. That bastard of hers wasn't Handel's anyway, but he was stupid that time. He'd have believed her. Now he knows very well, luckily, that they're all whores. He doesn't cry for them anymore.
And Mandalina just came to you like that, out of the blue. And you immediately obeyed her.
Well, one time she came to my chambers and she told me she knew very well that Yarka rejected me and that she'd started an affair with Master Handel, while she was also spreading her legs for others in the evenings. And that she had to be punished before she brought misfortune on someone. And deserved to die for all her sins. And she was right.
Confess then. How many of them did you kill altogether?
Not enough. There's always more who deserve it. They climb out of their holes like rats and infect respectable families. Just like that companion of yours. She certainly sins as much as she breathes, the lured whore.
Oh, you're completely mad. My God.
Don't take the Lord's name in vain. It's a deadly sin.
Then I suppose we'll be meeting in hell one day. Don't worry, I'm not going to kill you. I'll hand you over to the city law.
I'm not worried, I'll have you know. My conscience is clear. They were all nobodies anyways. The bailiff should thank me for cleansing his city of them.
Oh, shut your mouth already. Don't make me regret my decision.
Catherine!
Catherine, wait.
What should I wait for? I'm gonna cut that bitch's throat.
How dare you? Hands off, you heretical scum!
Shut up.
Let her speak. I still don't understand what actually went on here. I have some questions for you.
I'll tell you nothing, you serpent. Nothing. You can't keep me here. Let me go. I'm a woman.
If you won't speak now, then the executioner will loosen your tongue when your feet start burning. But why wait, right? I'll cut your ear off. Maybe both of them. All you need to talk is a tongue.
No! Let me go!
Why did you do it, for Christ's sake?
Don't blaspheme, you heathen.
Come on, answer him or it's gonna hurt.
My husband, he drank a lot, ran around with whores and didn't pray enough. And God punished him for it. I couldn't allow the same thing to happen to Hendel.
And why kill those girls? Why not just talk to him about it?
I tried, but he wouldn't listen to me. He told me he wanted to sow his wild oats before finding a wife.
So your own son didn't listen to you? And you started killing the girls who were...
Who seduced him and emboldened him with their brazenness? If they wanted to whore themselves out, they'll pay for it in hell. But there's no way they were going to drag my Hendel there with them.
And what about Hendel? Did he know what you were doing?
That I was taking care of his immortal soul and eliminating his temptation? Of course not. But one day he'll be grateful to me for it.
He's going to jump for joy. His mother a mad woman, and his servant a murderer.
Speak politely to me, you whore.
Henry, if you have any more questions, you'd better ask them quickly. I'm sorely tempted to finish this here and now.
And what about the hair in Hendel's chest? You're trying to tell me he wasn't involved, but he was keeping their hair?
Well, he kept asking about those whores of his. So we always brought him a lock of hair. We told him it was from them, as a parting gift.
Well, he didn't find that strange?
Out of sight, out of mind. He always found some new harlot anyway.
There was no blood where Alice was found. Where did you kill them?
That was up to Thaddeus. He told me something about an abandoned barn. I only told him to cut them up thoroughly.
Кошмар.
Why?
Why? As a warning. So those whores knew what awaited them. To put the fear of God in them.
Do you realize you also killed girls who had nothing to do with Hendel?
That's not possible. I saw them all with my own two eyes, chatting with him and giggling.
And what about that alehouse wench?
That strumpet. I saw how she treated him. It's a damned shame she got away.
But she really had nothing to do with Hendel.
She wouldn't have smiled at him the way she did if she didn't want to fornicate with him. They all deserved it. Every single one. And better sooner than later. That trollop in our service even got herself with child. And she wanted to keep it. The slut.
And what about Zdenna? All she did was rob him, and you killed her anyway.
She fawned over him like all the others. He even gave her a ring, which she probably sold immediately. She deserved it. She was a thief, and stealing is a mortal sin.
I better stop asking questions.
Burn in hell, all of you.
What'll we do with her now?
Let's take her to the bailiff. She'll get justice there.
We don't have to go anywhere. I'll give her justice right here, right now.
But we can't do that. She has to go before the court. The law must be upheld.
Did you hear her? I mean, she hasn't got her head on straight. And what judgment will there be? She's from a wealthy family. Nothing will happen to her.
Don't you dare judge me. Only God can do that.
Shut your mouth, you sow. You judged and punished some random girls, and now you'll blaspheme like that?
Our Lord directed me. I did it through His will.
Do you hear that? And you want to let her live?
But that's not justice. It's murder. Henry, won't you say something?
I told you, don't you dare judge me. I am a servant of God.
Ну, если в это прохождение суть нихуя не сделать, то я в следующем просто скажу, чтобы она сдохла, и все.
Put away that knife, Catherine. We'll hand her over to the law.
Don't tell me you'd let her get away with it.
She's not going to get away with anything. She killed so many people. If she's lucky, they'll just hang her. If not, she'll be buried alive.
That's right. We caught her in the act, and she's confessed to us. They can't just let her go.
Of course they can. It's I scratch your back, you scratch mine. You'll see that all these rich burgher and lords have their own justice.
That won't happen. I guarantee you she...
You can't guarantee a thing. You're not the bailiff and you won't be judging her.
She's right, though. We can't just let her out into the streets. She must be punished. And if not, then you can always go and pay her a visit, right? You know very well who she is.
All right then, you last of the righteous. Take that viper away and may God protect you if they set her free.
Don't worry. I'll take her away.
Well, this was a lot stranger than I expected. Do you think we did the right thing?
I'm not sure of anything anymore. Not even myself. Can we just be quiet for a while?
As you wish. But still, it was damned odd.
Aye, that it was. Let's go and see Lumia. I wonder how he fared.
Tell us, Lumiere. How did it turn out?
Did it end well? Oh, we're not going to get into trouble now, are we?
It ended well, and I didn't even tell anyone about you.
I'm surprised it worked out. Both of them must have been lying through their teeth.
Well, if it came to it, I would have had to bring you both in as witnesses. But fortune smiled upon us.
They didn't admit to it, did they?
Sort of. The servant shouted that he was forced into it by Mandalina. And Mandalina completely lost her mind and started screaming that it was the right thing to do. And anyone in her place would have done the same.
My God!
Oh, if she had an ounce of sense, she would never have started murdering. What'll happen to them now?
Thaddeus will hang. No doubt about that. And Mandalina, right now she's locked up. We'll see what happens to her.
I knew it!
She'll be punished, and not hurt anyone else. That's enough for me.
And what will you do now? Will you go back to the town hall, Lumiere?
It's true I've made amends in the eyes of the law, but I probably won't go back now. Maybe better to write something about it. Who knows?
Won't you go back to drinking?
No, it didn't help anything, did it? If I had just persevered instead, I should have pitied those girls, and not myself.
Don't fret. It was a terrible mess, and all three of us had to put our heads together.
Yes. You helped me when I was in need, and didn't even know it. Maybe I'll just keep...
Helping others is the best thing a person...
And what will you do, Catherine? Will you stay here?
My work isn't done yet. I have to work in the tavern here, and then we'll see. Maybe I'll find work elsewhere.
Do you think we could have done better?
Everything can always be done better. The most important is to do it well and quickly.
Catherine is right. I'll still be kicking myself.
That's not entirely.
I'm talking about innocent people.
Чё, все-таки реально квест на
No
время
more
был?
girls
Может,
died
кто-то
because
мог
of
бы
you.
умер еще?
And that's good.
Well,
Реально мог кто-то умереть еще,
let's go our
походу.
separate ways.
Thank you, lad. You prevented future murders, and you also saved me. And for that, I will be eternally grateful.
I thank you both. Without you, the devil knows how it would have turned out.
Here you are,
Угу.
as a keepsake.
Yes, here is a reward, Henry. And Lumiere, we shall certainly meet again.
Щит и 150 монет дали. Классно. А я могу поспать у него?
You're not. What are you even doing here? If you don't pay up.
Бля, чел. Вот это, конечно, гениально
I
просто.
apologize.
All right, so run.
То, что NPC-шки, которые только что квест вместе выполнял, тебе тут поспать дает. Иди мне кровать искать. Хуй знает где. А, ну можно в корчму пойти, в принципе. Я бы еще сходил бы в этот лагерь угрежогов, типа. Интересно, можно ли рассказать, короче, этой девке про то, что типа все уже убийцу поймали.
Christ!
Так, где моя комната? Можно идти дальше по сюжету. Пища.
You should. Excuse me?
I apologize.
You silly dog.
Это хмель? Да, прикиньте. Хмель продают для пива. Прикольно. А ну раньше, по-моему, здесь его не было. Или нет? Или был?
The tournament's supposed to be a celebration of the city, and all that fencing is just a bit of
If you know it, then so does half the town. And that goes for Councilman Nars.
Опять проверка. Вы заебали.
Halt! Search! Show me what you've got on you!
Может, из-за того, что я так одет?
Hang on. What's this about? Search! Got anything stolen? Show me What's this nonsense? This is not the kind of conduct I expect. Do I look like some mangy thief to you? Ha! People these days. Unbelievable. Oh, come now. Let's just...
Нигде этой бочки содовой.
Ka! Ka! Go! Whoa! Whoa!
Я хоть туда вообще иду.
Ka! Go! Go!
А, вот он спускается.
Young man, come here.
What's going on? What are you doing here?
Friend, welcome. I'm glad you're passing by. At least I won't be celebrating alone. I'm a father. My first son.
При чем тут?
Why are you telling me this?
Apologies, young man, if you find this bothersome, but understand that an event like this deserves to be celebrated. Come and raise a glass with me. May he be healthy and jolly.
М,
What kind of brandy is this exactly?
Why, it's the finest I have. My late father gave it to me, saying that when he had a grandson, we drank it together. But he didn't live to see it.
Uh-huh.
It's been buried in the ground for 10 years, waiting for this moment. I'm sure you'll like it.
All right. May he grow strong. And may he be healthy. Ugh. That was fucking disgusting.
What?
Блядь, так и знал. Я так и знал, что это подозрительно, блядь, будет.
Fuck. What was in that drink? Oh, Dopperdelle. That worse than robbed me.
Теперь вопрос, могу ли я снова встретить или нет? Мне кажется, нет. Загрузиться заново, может? Хотя этот чел вряд ли появится тут на этом переходе опять. Но я хочу... 2013. Но я хочу проверить, если он появится, дать ему пизды. Но этим котом наклацывать, блядь, в доте или в какой-нибудь другой игре, короче, будет жестко. Вот сейчас я оденусь, короче, как богатенький чел. Будет меня осматривать, интересно или нет?
I'm sorry.
Ну, реально того, что как я одет, потому что меня до этого вообще ни разу не обыскивали. Да, я же говорю. Что ему вообще похуй. А поговорить могу с ним? Какой-то шайки. Об этих рудокопах, что ли?
Die! Quick! Go!
Угу, походу он уже там не стоит. Ну, значит, когда-нибудь встречу его еще раз. Если он тут не спавнился, значит, он может в любой момент в другом месте спавниться.
Go. Quick. Whoa, whoa.
А где она?
What are you doing? Greetings. Do you need something?
Stanya, I have good news for you. We caught the murderer.
What? Really? Who was it?
It was the von Groller's servant. He was ordered to do so by the young lord's mother.
What kind of nonsense is that? I don't even know her.
That doesn't matter. She thought you were consorting with her son and decided to kill you.
But I hardly even talked to him. But thank you. Now maybe I'll feel better. I won't wake up at night thinking I hurt someone. I won't feel those fingers around my neck.
Бедняжка. Так, где мне помыться? О.
One more time then.
Все, никаких побочек. Да? Ну, турнир можно поставить. Но турнир там будет еще дождаться очень долго. Так, куда мне? Жаль, нельзя отменить, короче, быстрый переход в один момент. Приходится бегать сюда.
Careful.
Там весной, короче, обнова выходит для Kingdom Come. За бесплатный DLC, типа, или чё? Я, наверное, к весне уже успею пройти его. Это придется через пару лет проходить со всеми обновами. Второй раз. У меня вот сейчас 100 часов, короче, я не знаю, сколько мне идет на то, чтобы полностью пройти его. 100 часов на игру, это жестко. Надо потом будет сравнить, сколько у меня ушло на Сталкер 2.
I have not changed my answer. I will not sell you the rights to my mines. Not today, not tomorrow, nor in 100 years. You will not get your hands on my silver.
You forget I have influential friends.
Чё за лох?
If you won't sell the mines, you'll lose them.
Ну и лицо у него.
Along with your life, if you defy me.
Mind your step. Two can play that game. Did you really think that I didn't know you were stealing the royal silver, eh? When your self-proclaimed king finds that out, your head will be on the chopping block.
Seize that traitor!
Not another step.
Да-да-да, испугаются одну девку с
You'll get
арбалетом.
yours too, turtle dove.
Еще дальше.
Waiting for? Can't you see? They're threatening the Royal Mint Master.
He's one of them! Get him!
Что там по связкам? Вниз, налево, направо, налево.
Now you're spraying blood! Show
Понятно.
what you're made of, you wretch! Nice hit!
Damn. They gave me a going over. Good thing you showed up, lad.
You alright, sir? Looks like you took some hits.
Генри, что не слышно?
It's just a scratch.
Papa, my God, you're hurt.
I'm all right. What the hell was that, Rosa?
I saved your life. Didn't you notice?
We would have been in the right if you hadn't taken the shot. Now we have the blood of the king's men on our hands. Do you have any idea what this means?
Was I supposed to let one of Sigismund's lackeys insult us in our own home?
And you thought this was a better solution?
You know what? Let's just leave it be. I don't want to argue in front of the young man here. Apologies for the mess, stranger. There aren't usually so many corpses strewn about our courtyard.
А эту девку можно заромантить, короче, а выглядит она вообще не очень сейчас, да.
I should be the one apologising. Some of it is my handiwork.
It won't be your concern, though. I promise. We'll call the guards and tell them what happened. That Ulrich Vavak and his men attacked us for no reason.
You think that will make them let us off the hook?
Not for free. But knowing young Plimo, the commander of the guard, I'm sure he won't refuse my coin. But back to you, lad. Who are you? And why have you graced us with your visit?
I'm Henry of Scalitz, squire to Lord Capon of Perkstein.
Pleased to meet you. Conslin Routard. And this feisty creature here is my daughter Rosa.
Like father, like daughter.
Why did your master send you to me, Henry?
He didn't, sir. Unfortunately, he's in enemy captivity.
We're sorry to hear that.
But I plan to rescue him. And I believe you can help me with that.
We can? How?
Lord Capon is held at Malashov.
Our Malashov? I don't envy him. I was planning on fixing the roof before they took it from us. It's full of leaks. I doubt its new master will lift a finger to do anything about it. But tell me, why would I meddle in matters that don't concern me?
В смысле, блядь, я тебе помогу отжать обратно твой замок. Ненормально, нет?
Well, we all stand on the same side. Against Sigismund.
That is undoubtedly true. I don't like that ginger bastard either. Especially since his people started sticking their fingers in my coffers. But to get involved in something as dangerous as freeing a captured nobleman in a territory conquered by Sigismund?
We have to do something to help. I know it's dangerous.
Dangerous? It's madness. What if somebody finds out?
Nobody will know.
You haven't been in Kuttenberg for long, have you? The walls have ears here. I'd only end up with my head on the chopping block. And I don't even want to think about what they'd do to Rosa.
That's true. As long as Vavak's breathing down our necks, we have to be careful.
Who is he, anyway?
Ulrich Vavak von Neuhaus, the new mint master appointed by Sigismund himself. He's had it in for us ever since he took over the office. He's been pressuring me to hand over my mining rights. It seems he'd like to see me reduce. And now we've killed his men. The king's men. I'll have to reach deep into my pocket to get out of that. Like Rosa said, lad, as long as Vavak is around, my hands are tied. I'm sorry.
Then let's get rid of Vavak. He must have some weakness, right?
There may be one. It's obvious Vavak is getting richer than his office warrants. There are rumors going around that he's stealing the king's silver. He even uses it to mint counterfeit groschen, using a fake die. If Sigismund were to find out, he'd have him executed at once, regardless of his noble blood.
Ну, скорее всего, это правда, раз он так отреагировал, когда он ему сказал.
But you need evidence to make such an accusation, right?
Exactly.
But how do we find it?
Some of the silver goes missing somewhere along the way to the mint, and we have to find out where.
Find out? But how? They don't let just anyone into the mines and smelting works.
You're right. Only authorized people are allowed in. Fortunately, we have an ally, my friend Peter of Pisek. They ousted him from the Mint Master's office, but his brother Christian remained in the Italian court. He wanted to become the Mint Master himself, but because of Vavak, he had to settle for the steward's office. He hates him even more than we do on account of it.
And that's saying something.
Christian and I were just talking about his suspicions. He'd welcome any dirt you can dig up on Vavak, just as much as I would. If you go to him and ask for help on my behalf, I'm sure he'll accommodate you. I'll help you free Lord Capon in exchange for evidence of Vavak's fraud. That's fair, isn't it?
All right. It's a deal. I've already met Peter of Pisek, and I know he can be trusted. Let's hope the same goes for his brother.
Excellent. You'll find Christian and Horshan at the estate near the mines. Tell him the password, Via Argentum, the pot of silver. He'll know who he's dealing with. But be careful, both of you. This is our last chance to stop Vavak.
We'll be praying for you.
О, я могу себе поговорить.
What about the corpses here? Are you sure you won't get into trouble for that?
I'll do everything I can to avoid it. That's why we need... God be with you.
Excuse me.
Take care of yourself, stranger. I hope you come back to us soon.
Денежки сюда. Что там, кстати, по навыкам? 10 очки? Нет очков. Чё, куда дальше? А куда он меня отправил? А, сюда.
You silly doggy.
Go! Go! Ah.
Ой, блядь. Виноградник. Лучше его обойти стороной.
Quick! Ah. Quick! Quick! Ah. Quick! Gah! Quick! Whoa! Come here. Dead man! Attack! Come and help us!
Ебаная собака.
Wanker!
Попался. А там вообще вкачается что-то еще? Да, там еще дохуя качать. Надо дрывковым оружием помахать немножко. Направо, вниз, вниз.
Nice try, you whore son. Alert! To arms! I'm just getting warmed up, you shit.
Право, вниз, вниз.
I'm just... I'll rip your ass open. You've got a lot to learn. All yours. Wanker. I've been waiting for you.
Как мне сделать комбу, блять, я вообще, блядь, не понимаю.
Show your stuff. Show what you're made of.
Можно ты будешь блочить, нет?
You know, Matt.
Как мне ему связку перерывать, чтобы он не выдохся, не знаю.
Show your stuff. I'm all yours. Hey, won't. You won't be able to take another one like that.
Да. Пиздец, конечно. Квашеную капусту захавать. Блин, я тесак не продал охотничий. Надо бы еще зарядить пушку сейчас. Точно он там не они там не одни были. Должны быть еще челы. Что, кто-то спит, что ли? Ой. Мистер Скалетта передает вам привет. Все, больше никто не спит. Кстати, здесь можно было лошадь отправить к этому к чуваку, который продает. А где эти челы были? Ладно, похуй. А вот один. Ветер в поле. В принципе, квашеная капуста будет долго действовать на хил. Плюс еще, как он называется, сами навыки меня будут отхиливать.
doggy.
Чё, помолиться нельзя?
Good day to you, friend.
Hey, stranger! What are you doing here?
You're
Тебя это
Christian of
ебать не
Pisa.
должно.
I am. What do you need?
Kunzlin Ruthard sent me about Via Argentum.
I see. But I'm afraid I don't have good news for Sir Kunzling. I haven't made much progress regarding the matter we discussed. I just don't have the time to investigate. I'm always needed somewhere, and there's always someone following me around.
Well, that's why I'm here. I'll help you with your investigation.
Excellent. You'd be pulling a thorn from my side. What's your name?
Henry.
All right. Listen up, Henry. Nobody can know I'm looking into it. It's a very dangerous game, but hopefully I don't need to tell you that.
Lord Ruthard mentioned something of the sort.
Excellent. Excellent. You don't happen to come from a family of miners or smelters, do you?
My father was a blacksmith.
It's a fine craft. But it won't teach you much about silver mining and processing. I'll be happy to tell you everything you need to know. Now, follow me, please. We need to talk somewhere in private.
All right.
Where should I start looking?
Straight to the point. I like that. We know for a fact the silver must be getting lost somewhere on its way to the mint. That means it would be best to discreetly inspect all operations and find out where the problem is. First of all, you should ask miners from every shift how many corves they mine in a day. After that, we'll compare the numbers to the mine record books and see.
But the yields aren't the same every day, right?
True. That's why we have to focus on one particular day. For example, the other day, on the Feast of St. Petronilla, Foreman Fett was beaming and bragging to me about how much it helped. Mined out.
Couldn't I just ask Fett?
Fett's job is to count the corves and write the amount down in the mine book. He won't tell you any other number. We're interested in what the miners themselves have to say. They've no reason to hide anything. Nevertheless, the miners are a strange bunch. They might not be very forthcoming at first, and they have an odd way of speaking. Like calling each other Sonny, however old they are. But you'll hear for yourself. You should pretend to be really interested in them, and maybe they'll open up to you. You could be a scholar writing a treatise on silver mining, or perhaps a nobleman interested in buying a
может,
mine.
помогали рудникам до этого,
Just
может,
say
они
a distant
вспомнят.
uncle who's initiating you into the ins and outs of my job. It's up to you.
I'll behave like a true nobleman.
Suit yourself. Just don't change your story. To the point. Each day, 3 shifts work in the shaft. Each has its foreman, or gaffer, as they say. The first shift is led by Frank, the second by Paul, and the third by Samko. You'll have to ask each one of them how many corves they mine. Samko's hewers should be off work now. You'll find the other 2 shifts in the mine. Take this, so the guards will let you in. It's a letter of safe conduct bearing my seal, allowing you free movement within the mine.
And what are you gonna do?
I'll return to the estate to do my job. What else? I reckon they must be wondering where I am by now. Once you find out how many corves the 3 shifts mined on the Feast of St. Petronilla, return to me. We'll compare that number to the entry in the mine book. And don't forget, don't draw attention.
By the way, I've had the honor of meeting your brother, Peter.
Well, well. Small world.
He was a great help to us at Sukdal.
Even though we had some disagreements,
А я что
I
не помню.
respect him for everything he succeeded in doing. If it weren't for him, I'd never have been able to do what I do.
А, может, тот старик, который нас встретил в замке самом первом.
How are groschen made from the silver?
The royal share from the smelting works. There, the coiners hammer it. Then, in the Italian court's preghouse, are
How many mints?
only the main one is left. There used to be more of them throughout the kingdom. But King Wenceslas, it was he who contributed the most to the rise of the price. And of course,
Who's responsible?
they have their own owners. Then, they deduct the royal tithe, and they can sell the and not just silver. Processing the ore.
What happens in the smelting work?
Each smelting shop has a stamp mill. The stamp mill is used to crush the ore into small. After that, the crushed ore is finally, everything is smelted in a.
So it's processed similarly to...
Yes, but in steelmaking, you don't have to weigh.
Ага.
Who owns them?
The king grants mining rights to his loyal subjects, and these leaseholders can. All sorts of people operate mines in Gutenberg. Nobility, in fact, anyone with enough money to pay for new shafts to be dug.
Who's responsible?
The mines and the mint are supervised directly by the royal. As the steward, I'm his direct subordinate. Then come the chief foreman. Then we follow the path of silver.
How much do the mines pay to the king?
That depends on whether it's a royal mine or.
I thought all mines were owned.
That's right. But it's much more profitable for the king. They bear the cost of mining themselves. The king receives 1/3 of the profits from his own mines, but only one.
What about the other 2/3 of the profit?
Those go towards the costs, of course.
Who owns the silver?
All the silver in the kingdom of Bohemia belongs to the king. Though I'm sure you understand, the king has a lot on his mind, and so he leases out the mining rights to his tenants. There's a lot of money in it. The tenants have to. That's the royal tithe.
What is this?
It's the whole process, from digging the silver ore. Silver is found in ore veins underground. The chief foreman of a gallery counts the raw ore goes to the roasted ore goes to the furnaces.
Can any silver...
It can. And unfortunately, it does happen. Most often, a pitman tries to smuggle pieces of... Nevertheless, the entire path of the silver, from the ore beneath the ground, so if someone is stealing large quantities, they must...
Who checks the...
The royal mint master and his subordinates. That is why every step of the path of silver... The smelting works owners don't have to... It's in their best interest to get the...
Who makes money from
The
it?
thing is, every pitmen get paid for mining in the shaft. Mine smelters then smelt everything, sell the pure silver. The silver rubs off on the hands of anyone who even...
Па-па-па. А кто ближайший? На Ашке.
Are you Foreman Samco?
Aye, I am. Who's asking?
My name is Henry. Steward Christian sent me to you. My family runs mines, so I came here to gain experience.
Why should I care? Didn't you see we're off graft?
Sir Christian told me to ask about anything that interests me, and that you'll tell me.
Ah, Sonny, I'm so tired. I haven't even got the strength for gabbing. I wouldn't mind having a game of dice, but minus rules. Then I'll tell you everything. What'd you say?
All right, let's do it. I don't think I've played miners with a real miner before.
See? Kidder. There's a
Где мне найти третью кость?
'Oh, Fortuna, may the best player win.
Один, два, три, четыре. Нет. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Угу. 3 шестерки, что выпало? Нормально.
Huh.
О, у меня троечки, да? Сейчас главное, чтобы 800 не выпало.
welcome here, noble sir. Oh, come on! My God.
Great game, sonny.
Now will you tell me what I want to know?
Aye, ask.
What is the work of a miner about?
Aye, that's like, but proper rest is even.
So how do you rest?
Depends. Some have a.
How do you mine ore?
Either we're on hard rock, and then no one's hewing shit. Only then there's not much silver in the ore.
How much do you make doing this?
Don't even get me started.
How many corves did you mine on, say, the Feast of St. Petronilla?
I can tell you exactly. All the yakkers were working, and we were getting along nicely. We managed to hulk 34 corves.
34 корзины. Жесть.
First time in ages, that was.
That's all I need to know.
If you need out else, feel free to drop by.
34 корзины серебра. Ебать, блять. За одну смену челы отработали. Вниз? Надо вниз спускаться? Охуеть, мне надо в шахте искать челов. Заебись, а. Сейчас только бы вход еще найти в эту шахту.
Excuse me.
А мы за серебро не сможем спиздить, интересно? Здорово.
Foreman Frank?
What you looking for, Sonny? Can't you see we're hewing?
Sir Christian of Peacex sent me. My name is Henry of Scallops. Our family rented a mine, so I came to gain experience.
A nobleman in the pit? I'll be damned. But you can't just amble around. You'll cap your creels.
I'll just have a few questions.
The more we gab, the less we gar. But make it snappy, man. What do you want to know, like?
What is the work of a mine?
What's it about? We gans through the roads, Bella. Hewing up.
How exactly do you...
Bloody hell. Have you never seen a yakker graft, did ya? You take a kevel and ding away at the rock till it crumbles. And if you keep ganning at it for a couple of years and don't croak from the stithe, then you'll keel over from exhaustion. Or...
How do you get the ore outside?
Same way it's hewed, in the dart and in coves. On top of that, you spend a lot of the bloody time on all fours. Once you get out by with the corf, you get a tally, and you can get back in by.
How much do you get for your work?
I'll tell you, man. Them deputies up at bank make a howfin' pile of chink. But us buggers, the ones doing all the graft, we earn a pittance.
Can you give me a more specific number?
Sometimes, not even half a grosh in a corf. That's near way to make a living, man.
I wonder, how much do you mine in a day?
That depends on how much ore you howk out of this or that face. It varies.
How much did you mine, say, on the Feast of St. Petronilla?
Listen, kidder. Aren't you a bit too curious? Nobleman or not, you don't need to know that.
You should know you can't defy a nobleman. I'll mention your disobedience to Sir Christian, or to the Mint Master. Then you can start looking for another job.
Out but that, sir. I couldn't just leave me marrows. It would break their hearts, and maybe their necks too. Who'd keep an eye on them? I'll tell you everything. It was a good gar on the Feast of St. Petronilla. Our yakkers hewed 36 corves.
Thanks.
Nah, thank you.
36?
Now leave us to hew, Mara. We've got a lot of graft ahead of us. Take care for now.
36 этот чел насобирал. Ну, блин, полгроша за корзину, это капец, как мало. Вообще, пиздец, как мало челы зарабатывают. Шахтеры.
Where can I find your foreman, Paul?
What are you doing here?
I've got a letter of safe conduct from Christian of Pisek. I'm a nobleman.
Me apologies, sir.
I just need to ask your...
How gaffers can do...
Why wouldn't he be in the mood for talking?
Young jaybird. You hadn't even had a full week on the graft, poor lad. You'll find Paul at the lowest level by the roof fall. He's praying for the salvation. You'll hear the wind howling in the attic down there. It can be heard as far as that cursed road. I hear it. Don't fret, but take care.
Где вниз спуститься? Где мог обвал произойти, если не снизу?
Holy Mother of God, that we may be made worthy of the promises of Christ. Pour forth, we beseech thee, O Lord, thy grace into our hearts, that we, to whom the incarnation of Christ, thy Son, was made known by the message of an angel, may by his passion and cross be brought to the glory of his resurrection. Through the same Christ our Lord. Amen.
Are you Foreman Paul?
Hey! You walk like a ghost, kidder. You gave me a bit of a fright there. Hold on. I don't know ye. Who are you? And what are you doing so deep in the pit?
My name's Henry. Sir Christian sent me. I'm a nobleman, and I'm interested in the operation of the mines. I hate to interrupt your prayers for a dead friend, but I need to ask you something.
He weren't just me marrow. He were my blood. He kept begging me to take him on a shift. Saying, and now...
Come on, it wasn't your fault. Accidents happen. It's God's will.
I suppose you're right. Will you pray with me for his soul one last time?
Aye. I'll pray with you.
You're a canny lad. Repeat after me. Almighty and merciful God, our Father, you are the giver of gold, silver, bronze, copper,
Almighty
tin,
and
iron,
merciful God,
and
our
all
Father,
ores and metals.
you are the giver
I ask
of
that
gold,
you bless me brother
silver,
who has died in this
bronze,
mine.
copper,
And may
tin,
your holy angels
iron,
save his soul from
and all
damnation.
ores and
Bring his
metals.
soul to
I ask that
eternal
you bless
glory
my
through our
brother
Lord,
who has
our
died in
Saviour
this
and
mine.
Redeemer, Jesus
May your
Christ.
holy angels save his soul from damnation. Bring his soul to eternal glory through our Lord, our Saviour and Redeemer, Jesus Christ. Amen.
Амен, амен, амен. Все, можно говорить.
So, are you going to answer me now?
Aye. Thanks for praying with me. Ask about out.
What is the work of a...
What it's about? It's about you in the face and hauling the proper graft that. Can be read.
Are deaths in the mine common?
Aye. But every death in the shaft is a waste. Unfortunately, we still bury a yakker or two a month, you know. That's
Здесь
life like.
каждый месяц
How
по
is
два
the ore
чела.
mined?
First, we have to survey the shaft and find ore. Then the place gets scored and set ablaze. We set up timber around. The hewers take their tools and start dinging rock and hewing up.
How much do you make doing this?
Depends on how much we hawk. How hard the rock is, how much ore's in it. It's not really worth it though. Half a grosh and a corf isn't much of a fight.
So how many corves did you mine, say, on the Feast of St. Petronilla?
That weren't a good day. Nobody was in the mood, but even so, we managed to hawk 30 corves.
That's all I need to know.
Эта штука получается почти 90 получается. Это около 90 корзин. Надеюсь, мне надо будет там математикой заниматься, ему говорить точное число. Потому что я не помню, сколько там чел первый сказал. Второй сказал 36, это 30, то есть 66. А вот первый сколько называла, я не помню. Теперь выход бы найти. Не, только не говори, что я заблудился. В смысле? Охуеть. Реально заблудился, походу. Я кругами хожу. Ага. А, нормально. И здесь, а как мне выбраться сюда? А как такое возможно, что я кругами хожу, блять? Типа какой-то спуск вниз, что ли? Как я мог без лестницы оказаться внизу?
My humble respects.
Очень сильно занят чел. Такой занятой.
I already know how many corvs the crews extracted on the feast of St. Petronilla. It was 100 altogether.
Сотня?
I see. Meanwhile, I looked in the mine book. How many do you think it says there?
Блять. Я что, загадки пришел разгадывать или что, блять, чел?
I'd guess it's less.
Then you'd be correct. The book lists 90 corvs extracted.
10 корзин
That means
спиздили.
10 corvs of ore disappear each day. But nobody could just come along and take them. We keep a close watch on everything. The unreported corvs must be going out to smelting works with the rest of the ore. That means...
What does it mean?
that this is fraud of colossal proportions, and that Foreman Fett and Herman the ore merchant are in it up to their ears.
What are we going to do about it?
Well, we need to make them tell us more, but carefully. Being involved in the theft of silver is a capital crime, so it should be in their own interest to cooperate. Make sure to promise them no one will know about their crime. You can mention my name. When you've talked to them, come back to me and we'll figure out what to do next.
Кашка.
Grüß dich. Was wünschst du?
We need to talk, Herman.
And who might you be?
Henry. But that's not important. Sir Christian sent me. We found some discrepancies in the mine book.
Discrepancies?
How do you explain that the miners extracted 100 cores of ore on the Feast of St. Petronilla, but the book only says 90?
If it says 90, there must have been 90. The book does not lie.
In that case, someone else must be lying.
Or someone just cannot count. Why are you bothering me with this? Foreman Fett counts the corves here. Go and talk to him instead.
Don't tell me you don't count them too. You wouldn't pay for more corves than there really were.
Do you have any idea how much ore passes through my hands? How am I supposed to remember how many there were ausgerechnet on the Fest of St. Petronilla? Besides, miners can lie and say they extracted more than they did. They like to show off.
All 3 crews agreed to report more. I seriously doubt that. Your story doesn't add up, Herman. We found out. Simple as that. Don't try to outsmart me and Sir Christian.
I am not trying to do anything. It was Fett's idea. He came to me saying we were going to deliver more corves to the smelters than we would report, and I would get paid for it. It was going well. I have always paid for what we put in the book. Then I got some geld from Fett on the side. On the Feast of St. Petronilla, I was afraid they would be able to tell the difference. 10 corves is 10 corves after all. Nobody at the smelting works cared at all. I am sure they are in on it too.
How long has this been going on?
Several months, maybe half a year.
Полгода.
About since Sigismund arrived.
Полгода. Если, короче, 30 дней, по 10 корзин, то получается 300. 300 корзин серебра в месяц. Прикинь.
Is Ulrich Vavak behind this?
The Mint Master? I have no idea. I am a mere assayer. I have never even met Vavak.
Sir Christian and I agreed to investigate the matter in secret, so just act like nothing's going on. Keep doing what you're doing. We don't want to scare off the people who are actually responsible. You understand?
Yeah, I understand. I will be as silent as the grave.
А того чего нельзя допросить еще? А можно.
A word, Foreman.
Who are you, and what do you want?
I'm Henry, but that's not important. Sir Christian sent me. I need to discuss a delicate matter with you.
Don't tell me one of the yakkers shat all over the outhouse in the yard again.
I'm afraid it's a little worse than that. We found some discrepancies in the mine book.
Let Sir Christian handle it then. They're his books, and his responsibility too.
But you're the one counting the corves of ore.
Your point being?
I learned that the miners extracted no less than 100 corves on the Feast of St. Petronilla, but the mine book says 90.
Do you think the yakkers know how to count? They're blockheads, and they like to show off. I'm sure they just exaggerated. Anyway, what's it to you? Did the steward send you to snoop around? Don't you know? I work for Vavek, the mint master himself. I'm under his protection.
Aye, there's no point in denying it. Herman told me everything.
Bloody snitch.
But like him, you have nothing to be afraid of. You're small fry. It's obvious there's some bigger fish involved. And that's what interests me.
Alright, I'll tell you what I know. As soon as I was made head gaffer, Amara, who works at the smelting works in Grund, came to me. He said someone wanted to talk to me. One of them. So I met this fella in the tavern in Grund, and he told me how it all works. How to cook the books like. He told me the trick was not to report some of the extracted ore and transport it secretly to the smelters along with the rest. He made it very clear if I didn't play along, I could have an accident. There was nothing I could do.
Who was that fella from the smelter who came to you?
He never told me his name, even when I asked. He's a tall bloke, stocky, pockmarked. I don't scare easy, but this bloke was terrifying.
How long has this been going on?
For some time now, definitely. I heard even former head gaffer Kircher was in on it too.
Where can I find him?
You can't ask Kircher any questions. He fell down a shaft. They say he was drunk, but I don't think it was an accident.
Who pays you on the side? You have to pay the miners for what they actually extracted.
I get the extra chink from the smelting works. It's enough for the Yakkers and for Herman.
Do you think the Mint Master, Ulrich Vavak, is behind this?
I don't know. I've got naught bad to say about Vavak. He treats me canny whenever he shows up. He says if Christian gives us hassle, he'd sooner replace him than me. He really said that. The Mint Master himself.
All right. Just carry on as if nothing's happened. No one must find out we know about the fraud. Christian won't give you any trouble, nor will anyone else. Is that clear?
Clear as a bell, Mara. Always silent as the grave.
I talked to Fett and Herman.
And? Did they confess?
They did. I mean, I made them. It's just as we thought. The trail leads to the smelting works.
Did you tell them to keep quiet and act as if nothing's happening?
I did.
Let's see what we've got so far. Those 10 unreported corves leave for the smelting works from here. If silver's going missing, that's where it must be happening. You'll have to go and look around and talk to the owner, Buresh. I reckon that'll be tricky, though.
How so?
Buresh is a very cautious and clever man. I reckon he won't be happy to have someone snooping around his property. But he's the only one who can give you permission to walk round the smelting works without the guards bothering you.
Something like your letter of safe conduct. How can I persuade him to give me one?
Like I said, it won't be easy. Nevertheless, I found a way you could gain his trust, at least a little. You'll pretend to be a nobleman interested in buying some smelting works, who'd like to get a closer look at his operation.
I've already passed myself off as a nobleman here, so it won't be new to me.
But be careful. Buresh won't be as easily fooled as the simple pitman here. You'll have to dress like a real nobleman. That means no plate armor, or, God forbid, bloody rags. But listen, don't carry a weapon. Buresh has a morbid fear of someone threatening him. That's why he has a bodyguard with him at all times. You must come to him dressed to the nines and act impeccably, so as not to arouse the slightest suspicion. In short, be charismatic as you can manage.
What should I wear?
Like I said, some decent clothes. I reckon you can imagine what those look like. If you don't have anything of the sort, visit a tailor in town. If you're charismatic enough, and make sure you wash up before you go. You can't go...
What else should I know about the smelting works before I go?
In the smelting works, ore from the mines is crushed, ground, and then smelted. Then they give part of the silver to the king for the minting of groschen, and sell...
What should I know about this book?
He's the slyest fox of them all. He comes from somewhere in Moravia. He started to prosper soon after, and not even Sigismund's arrival stopped him. He quickly joined his side. Now he's doing better and better. But whether that means...
I got it.
Here. I've written you a letter. I reckon he won't be thrilled. But he won't turn you down. Ask him discreetly, in passing, how many corves he took from our mines on the feast of St. Petronella. If my guess is correct, it should be 90. It still doesn't prove anything, but at least it'll give us a clue. You could get something out of the workers. One of them is, when you're in the smelting works, keep your eyes peeled. I'm sure some... Good luck, Henry.
Так, ну плавильня только одна находится в самом городе. А, даже так.
Quick!
Don't come near me with that weapon.
В смысле?
Don't come near me with that weapon.
Greetings, Master Buresh. I'm Henry of Scallis.
Nice clothes. You've got good taste.
Thank you, Goodman. Likewise, Christian of Pisek sent me. I'm supposed to give you this letter with his testimonial.
Skalitz, you say? That's where the royal mines are. Am I right?
You are. Unfortunately, the mining has ceased since King Sigismund's attack.
That truly is unfortunate. Christian writes that your family is interested in running a smelter. But I'm not selling any.
I know. I just want to see what it looks like in the smelting works.
Well, if Sir Christian wishes it, I won't deny you the opportunity. With this letter of safe conduct, you'll be able to move around unfettered. The guards will recognize my seal. But I don't want you disturbing the workers with any unnecessary questions. If you want to know anything, ask me.
Can you tell me what happens with the mined ore in the smelting works?
We weigh in the delivered ore and crush it so that it can be sorted for roasting. Roasting mainly separates sulfur from the ore, which is why the place smells like hell itself. Then the roasted material is smelted in the furnace and the slag is separated from the matte. The smelting process is repeated until we're left with pure metal. It's then cast into bars that can be sold. After we've given the royal share to the king, that is.
How many corves of ore do you process here per day?
We don't measure in corves here. I have several ore merchants working for me. They buy ore from various mines. When they deliver it here, we don't measure it by the corf, but weigh by the quintal. We process a large amount here, up to several thousand quintals a day in total.
How much silver does that make?
That, of course, depends on the quality of the ore we process that day. 20 quintals of ore usually yield about a pound of raw silver. That then yields a harivna of pure silver. We can make between 100 and 200 harivnas of pure silver per day.
Can any silver go missing from here?
That's impossible. Everything is carefully weighed and recorded. Every step is counted and checked. Besides, molten silver is rather hard to steal. Once it's cast into bars, we keep them safe under lock and key.
Кажется, этот чел ни при чем здесь. Скорее всего, кто из его сотрудников занимается этим.
How many corves were delivered from Horshan, say, on the feast of St. Petronilla?
Why from Horsham, of all places?
I visited the mine there. They told me they'd extracted quite a large amount.
You're lucky. I have an excellent memory. It was a lot indeed. 90 corves.
God be with you, Goodman.
Don't forget, there are limits to my permission. And above all, mind you don't have an accident. Smelters are dangerous places. Farewell, my friend.
Так, еще мне обследовать можно.
What do you need, my...
Только один вход получается.
What does your job actually entail?
You mean smelting? Well, in the scrusher, we scrush then we shovel charcoal in till the stone gets proper roasting and leaks all the metal that was hidden inside. We do that over and over in other furnaces till we get...
How do you like working in the smelter?
Aye. Can you complain at all, sir? We get a nice pile of chink.
What can you tell me about Master Buresh?
I can't complain about him, sir. He's an honest bloke and he pays us well. From what I've heard from the other smelters, it's a lot worse elsewhere, like...
Have you noticed anything suspicious around here?
Nothing. Nothing at all. I graft all day. No time for looking around.
Does any silver go missing from here?
Here, in our smelter, that would mean some of our lads are involved and you get the rope for that. Look, Sonny, I don't want anything to do with this. Have a chat with Shima over there. He's not afraid of anything.
Что мы тут можем осмотреть?
May God give you health, sir.
Are you the fella they call Shima?
You have no business being here. What do you want?
I'm told you know something about the silver that keeps going missing from the smelters.
Me? I don't know what you were told. Meet me outside in a while. Now you'd better get out of here before the guards see you. Fuck. I have to have a piss. You take over here, lads. I'll be right back.
Мистер Беспалевность. Чем мы в лес пойдем?
Well, can you talk now?
Who are you, fella?
I'm Henry.
Pleased to meet you. Why are you here, Henry? Surely you didn't come to investigate the theft of silver on your own accord?
That's right.
Why should I talk to you about such things? How can I know it's not a trap?
Угу.
Look, I know my way around silver mining. I'm conducting an expert investigation. Justice is blind. If someone's bypassing the production process just to stuff their purse, they're hurting more than just the king. Especially you, the grafters, the yackers and smelters. And that... actually one of you.
Right. I reckon you could be. Listen up then. It's Volkmar. He's the head smelter. He's worked with us for years. Recently, he bought stables here in Grund, out of the blue. The entire stables. Where do you think he got the money? It's all very suspicious, because he's the one with the best access to the finished silver bars. If you want to find out where the silver keeps going missing, go to him. I'll bet you he knows a thing or two about it. But be careful, and keep a weapon close. People like him can be vicious.
Thank you.
Подкачал и палится просто, блядь. Нет, возьмите бабки и съебитесь там, не знаю, в какое-нибудь другое место, а вы, блядь, просто накупаете себе в этом же и палитесь жестко.
What does your job entail?
Here in the smelter, the extracted ore to horse shit. It's an ore. If I could, I'd fuck off somewhere over the hills.
How do you like working?
It's a shitty fucking job. You're always breathing stive from the furnace. We'll all be...
What can you tell me about...
Listen, all folks like him care about is lining there. On the other hand, I don't think it's any better.
What happens to
the bars are kept under lock and key in a safe place until a merchant or the blokes from the mint come. Only the owner of the smelter and a handful of select people have access to them, such as the four.
Это не дом Гарри, случайно? Где мне его искать сначала?
Are you Volkmar?
I'm not.
Horseshit. I know these stables are yours.
You must be the snoop who's sticking his nose in everything.
I beg your pardon?
Well, well, well. Don't think we don't know you've been snooping around. We've had our eyes on you ever since you came to Grund. Fortunately, Master Buresh warned me about you in time. Your investigation ends. Right here and now.
You shouldn't have stuck your nose in here, pal. Grund is ours.
Take him down!
Wait. I demand an honorable duel. It's my right. I'm a knight, not some miserable bandit.
If that's your last wish, go. He wants a duel. He'll have one. You're mine! You won't get...
Все, у меня конец. Почему, блять? А я могу меч поставить? А, то есть я могу все это время меч поставить, оказывается. Ай, надо загрузиться. Надо было меч положить.
Good to see you.
You Volt, I'm you. I beg you, well, fortune. Your event you should take. Let's do it then. You'll all die. I don't care how many of you there are. I'll hack you to pieces. And my dog will finally get a proper meal.
Whoa, a tough nut. Where are you going, cowards? I'll tear you a new arsehole. Ah!
My God, a murder!
В смысле, блядь?
Now, spill the beans. You're responsible for stealing the king's silver.
Not me. It's Buresh. If I didn't play along with him, I'd lose my job. All my life. It's true. As Volkmar is my name, I swear on everything that's holy.
Take it from the beginning.
As head smelter, I test the quality of the silver that's been smelted every day. I have unrestricted access to it. One day, Buresh came to me and said he had an offer for me. He said if I accepted, he'd make me rich. He gave me his man to assist me. I'd take some of the king's silver bars and add them to Buresh's yield. The books were cooked, so no one found out anything. Everything was going well, and Buresh was happy. A few weeks later, he sent me to the mines. I was supposed to make a deal with the new foreman, Fett, and pay him off. In the end, I had to force him to cooperate, just like Buresh forced me. Oh, with threats.
Why didn't Buresh take the silver himself? Why did he need you?
The Mint Master's men watch over the transport of the king's silver. They take turns. Buresh had it all figured out.
Aren't you ashamed to steal from the king?
And which king did I steal from exactly? Wenceslas or Sigismund? I didn't care, man.
Moving on, where does the unreported silver go?
There are mined-out shafts near Old Kutna, where nobody ever goes. Buresh has a secret mint in one of them.
They counterfeit coins in there?
Yeah, I suppose so. But what they actually do there, I've no idea. I've never been there. Buresh only told me about the mint a while ago. He wanted to send me there for some reason, so he drew me a map.
Did Buresh ever mention that Mint Master Vavak was involved in it?
Not in front of me. Maybe his guard, Little Neri, knew something. But you won't be able to ask him anything anymore.
Give me the map.
Yeah, if you take the road to Old Kutna, you'll reach the place where the abandoned shafts are. The entrance to the mint is somewhere around there. Look here. Can I ask you a question? Why are you doing this anyway?
That's none of your business.
I see. I won't pry. Well, now you have the map, and since I told... I know I wanted to, you know... But please let me go. Please.
You deserve to die.
No. Please. No. I'll repent. I swear.
Farewell.
What are you doing?
Интересно, а если этого чела не убью, типа оглушу? Двадцать 4. Если я его оглушу, короче, смогу с ним побазарить еще? Или его по-любому надо будет убивать?
I'm sorry.
I'm always glad to see polite people like you.
Are you Volk? I'm human. I beg you. Well, fortune. Your invent. You should take. Let's do it then. I don't care.
Whoa! Where are you going? You're mine!
Da! Ah! Da! Ah! Ah!
Do it! Useless!
Da!
Ah!
Ah! Ugh.
Oh, fucking hell! Ah! You fucker!
For the cross!
Ah!
Shame on you.
Здесь он не встанет, пока я буду с ним говорить.
Now, not if I. It's true. The book few in the end. Why didn't the Murash? Aren't you ashamed? Which I didn't. Aren't you ashamed to stand? Moving there among. They can't. Burash. Did Burash ever mention? Not in front of me, but you won't be able to ask him anything.
Почему он живой?
Give me the. If you take the entrance, look here. Why? That's none of your. Nice. Now you have the. Please let me. You deserve to die. No, I'll repent. I swear. I'm quite sure you have caught. Here, I'll go to Kuttenberg, and if we meet again, you're a good, merciful man.
У него же бабки еще есть.
Good to see you again, Volkmar. No bloody way.
Чё?
It really is a small world. You said you were headed to Kuttenberg, and that you'd repay me. True, true. Actually, in my haste, I didn't even ask you your name. Henry. Pleased to meet you, Henry. I reckon I could teach you some use. Why not? I'm glad to hear it, and I wouldn't mind some coin in return. You live in a tavern? You sit not just for people. Well, then you better believe.
Блин, сейчас ебёт этот чел.
Silly doggy.
По-любому, блядь. А, 21:46. По идее, в момент, когда я с ним поговорил. Тут чел должен еще валяться.
doggy. Hey, what's wrong? Wake up! Come on!
Oh. Where am I? Did I faint? I hope I didn't. Fuck! I've been robbed!
God bless you. Good to know. You said true. Henry, please. Why not? I'm glad. And you live at not Bubby. Well, then I'd better.
Да нет смысла оставлять его.
Got you.
В смысле?
Come now. I hope you don't think I'm some kind of street brawler. Me, of all people. Such behavior is beneath me. Oh, I apologize.
Тоже мне. Так. На кьюшку.
Ka! Ka!
Go!
Ka!
Где тут этот потайной вход? А, вот тут еще могут быть.
You can't just stroll around here without some. Calm down now. We'll talk this through.
Попал. А куда стрелы летят? А, ему вообще насрать, да? Ой, подожди, а мне ж карта валяется. Какая-то должна быть потайная дверь здесь, люк. А вот тут еще что есть. Че это лошадь?
Well. Look who's here. I knew from the start you didn't come to the works for nothing. But I underestimated you. An embarrassing mistake. I reckoned you wouldn't find anything. And even if you did, little Neri was supposed to get rid of you.
It turned out the other way round.
Congratulations. His wife and children will surely be beside themselves with joy. What to do with you now, Snooper? We could come to a reasonable agreement, or underground, no one will hear you scream.
Точнее, это их.
You'll be the one screaming.
We'll see about that.
He can't leave here alive! Finish him! Terrible! What's he did
Короче, чел не умирает, походу.
Show your stuff! Come on then!
Да, чел живущий, я понял. На прогиб. А что это? А так тогда должно быть или что? У него жизни, он уже мертвый должен быть. Бах, поймал.
Enough. I give up.
Понятно. Что скажешь?
Have you had enough, Buret?
Mercy! For Christ's sake, mercy!
Underground, no one will hear you scream.
No, please! I'll give you anything you want. Just let me live.
I want proof that Mint Master Vavak is involved in this whole scheme.
But I really don't know anything.
Stop lying to my face. Out with the truth.
All right. The whole thing was Ulrich's idea. As soon as he became Sigismund's Mintmaster, he got cocky and began to abuse his power. He grabbed anything he could get his hands on, took away mining rights from anyone who opposed him. Anyone who wanted to keep his station had to pay him a hefty fee. But that still wasn't enough for him. So he came to me one day with the idea that some of the royal silver might not reach the king at all.
Why did he come to you?
The citizens of Kuttenberg didn't like some blow-in turning up to replace Peter of Pisek. And they were even less happy when he started giving them trouble. He'd have a job finding any allies among them. I'm a stranger here too. I've never had it easy here either. Think what you will, but I like Vavag better than all them Rutards, Piseks, and the other stuck-up mine-owning lords.
So you agreed to help him?
Did I have any other choice? I hate to say it, but he...
Wasn't he afraid of Sigismund?
Sigismund came here for the silver. He doesn't. He trusts the mint master he installed. And he's... unless someone tells him.
What was his plan?
Surprisingly simple. Bribe anyone who kept... and to keep the mint master free of suspicion, he... in the end, it wasn't even that hard. And when somebody got cold feet, we took care of him.
What are you doing with the stolen silver?
Stolen? Such an ugly word. I prefer diverted. Undisclosed.
Whatever.
It's used to mint groschen. Genuine groschen.
Genuine?
It's simple, really. Our coiners work with genuine coin dies. No one can tell they're not from the Italian court.
About the evidence?
Yes?
I need some proof in my hands.
And I can count on you to make sure my name is never mentioned? Will you give me your word?
You can never be sure about that. I'll leave you in suspense.
At the mercy of a stranger. What a twist of fate. Here's the key to the chest. You'll find everything you need there. It's behind that door, in the coiner's room. The key to it is right here on the table. You'd better not talk to the coiners. They're an odd bunch.
Is that all?
Aye. Everything.
I'm sure you have something else. Don't tell me you and Vavak didn't exchange letters, for instance.
You must be the devil himself. Here it is. But I'd appreciate it if you kept it to yourself. I'll be on my way. I won't say it was nice to meet you, because that wouldn't be true. I hope we never see each other again.
I'll be happy to make sure we don't.
My God, no! Please!
А он же бессмертный, да? Ладно, помучу его.
You're a dead man! You know that?
Cut the bullshit and fight!
Я не могу сдаться. А я его не могу взять в удушающий, что ли? Не могу. Ладно, тогда придется его отпускать, что ли? Ну или загружаться заново. Ой. Ну. Если он все равно не будет умирать, то придется его отпускать.
Well, I knew, but I read little Turkung. What wicked underground.
You'll be.
Wills.
He can't leave here alive! Finish him!
I'll sort you out nicely.
Mercy!
I want.
But I
stop.
The whole. As soon he anyone, so he can.
Why did
The city, and they, I must think,
Wasn't he afraid of
Sig he trust on.
So you
Did I hate?
What was it?
Surprise and to kill in the end, and when
What are you doing?
stop, it's
Genuine.
It's simple.
About
Yes,
honey?
and I will you.
You can
At the here's it's behind you.
Is that-
I.
I'm sure
You must hear it. I'll be on. I hope.
Likewise.
Так, он сказал на столе.
Should have figured out working in an underground mint, wouldn't?
I'm here to help you.
What are you doing here?
Get out of here. If the
You don't have to worry about the guards. I took care of them.
What about Master Buresh? He was here with them just a while ago.
I talked to Buresh. I reckon...
What?
I came to get evidence against Mint Master of Avak. Where can I find it?
There are some books in that chest over there, but it's...
Leave that to me. I still need the genuine coin die from you. It's another piece of evidence.
Everything we do here is clean. Completely.
Except you're minting using stolen silver.
How are we to know where it comes from? It's none of our business.
We're just pawns. We're not hurting anybody.
Nobody's saying any different. Like I said, I'm here to free you. The guards are dead. You're free to leave.
Hang on. That's...
It's just the books you're after, isn't it? Well, so take them and go.
We won't tell nobody nothing. We never saw you here.
В смысле?
Tell me more about this place.
Look, he made it this far. What?
You're probably right.
How did you end up...
Through our own...
We used to work in the mint in the Italian court. Then...
Well...
And the foreman got pissed off and...
But then, the mint master himself came to us. And...
Who's in charge?
The mint is run by Master Buresh and his people. Especially that...
They're the ones that bring us food and drink. He visits every week. A friendly bloke.
We're well taken care of.
Why are they...
Well, it's not that we can't leave exactly.
It's just... discouraged.
Mm-hmm.
Don't you miss the world above? Sunshine, daylight?
Not really. Come to...
They even brought some wenches here for us once.
We've got plenty of food and drink.
And coin. When they let us go, we'll be rolling in it.
Why don't you want to leave?
We're just supposed to stay here.
And we're told not to go far.
I'll take care of Vavak. You have my word. With the evidence I'll bring against him, he'll be finished. When I'm done with him, you'll be the last thing on his mind.
You reckon...
I'm sure of it.
So?
Then we could...
I don't know.
Me neither. We're really...
Free! We're free!
Free!
Что я у них не все расспросил. Где? А вот они с листов монеточку вырезали. Так, а где пруфы? Я чуть не понял. $205. Так, эти пошли туда. А тут чё? Блин, везде шахты эти ебаные. А уже 10 часов. Завершить расследование. Свалить отсюда. Пойти спать. Интересно, а мне предъявят за то, что я его отпустил вообще?
Quick. Go. Die. Die. Quick.
Этот чел хотел меня убить, я его отпустил. Этот чел тоже хотел меня завалить, я его отпустил. Что спишь?
I got the evidence against Mint Master Vavak.
Really? Let me see.
Here. His handwritten records of the whole scheme.
There are names, amounts paid, mines, smelting works, yields. I'll be damned. This is perfect, Henry. This could wipe him out for good. Where did you find this?
Vavak had a secret mint where coins were minted from the silver they stole. That's where he kept the books.
He obviously had it all worked out to the last detail. Remarkable. Did you have any trouble getting it?
I had a bit of a disagreement with the guards, so I killed them.
Sacre! Well, I suppose it was to be expected someone would be guarding the secret mint. I hope that's all that happened.
The owner of the smelting works, Buresh, tried to stop me. Luckily, he was reasonable and we made a deal.
What deal?
I let him go in exchange for him telling me everything.
I understand. He's clever enough to know when he's walking on thin ice. Be it as it may, I'll get in touch with Buresh and have a talk with him. There's one more thing. Was there anyone else in that mint?
There were some coiners being held prisoner.
Jesus Christ! Held prisoner!
Vavak locked them up there to work for him.
My God! He really is an unscrupulous monster. Did you let them out?
I did, but it took some persuading. They were afraid.
Thank God for that. When you talked to them, did you see a coin die anywhere?
Я его мог оставить себе, типа, зачем?
They gave it to me quite willingly.
I'm curious. Let me see.
Here.
What the? It's genuine! That means all the groschen minted from the silver stolen by Vivak are absolutely clean! In any case, we uncovered something big, Henry. But I'm afraid no matter what Master Buresh told you at the mint, no one will believe us.
Luckily, I've got this. A letter from Vavak to Master Buresh. He actually gave it to me willingly, for letting him go.
This really is the last piece of the mosaic. But be that as it may, we know enough. I've been thinking it all over while you were gone. The scheme Master Ulrich Vavak von Neuhaus has been running under our nose is incredibly insolent. But it's also one of the cleverest fraudulent schemes I've ever heard of. With those books in Rittard's hands, Vivak won't remain long in his post, and it's now pretty clear who will replace him. And a side income like that could prove useful to many people. If you take my meaning?
Что, он хочет сам стать?
You want to keep stealing from the king?
Oh, come on. Sigismund isn't our rightful king. The less silver he gets his paws on, the less he can pay to his Hungarian cutthroats.
You're right about that.
Now, listen. Here's the plan. Everything would stay the same. Entering false figures in the books, processing the ore in the works, a secret mint, only there would be a change in management. I'll have to find replacements for Fett and Hammond in the mines. But that shouldn't be difficult. A miner jumps at coin like a dog at a bone.
What happened to Herman and Fett?
Not long after you left, Herman disappeared. They saw him on the road to Grunt, and they found Fett on the spoil tip with a broken neck.
You think it's related?
Who knows? Maybe Herman told someone you were snooping around and that Fett talked. Things like that can get you killed.
Shit.
They're both gone, and now I have to deal with it. I'll have to arrange a deal with Master Buresh. But knowing him, he won't be opposed to a reasonable agreement. And I'll take care of the coiners myself. Nothing really changes for you. You can blackmail Vivak all you want, but keep your tongue tied about the whole scheme. I've got a little something here for you, as a bonus. And I'll give you something extra for the genuine coin die. All you have to do is nod.
Doesn't that mean you'll be stealing from Ruthard?
Do me a favor. Ruthard will want to be in on it.
How can you be so sure?
If there's one thing I've learnt about silver, it's that it's got one special property. It never stinks. It surely doesn't smell bad to you either, eh? Excellent. You won't regret it, but don't forget. You can blackmail Vivart with the evidence all you want, but leave the path of silver to me. Here's your secret records and copies of the books from the mines and the smelting works for comparison.
Thank you.
No, thank you. It was a pleasure working with you, Henry. I wish you the best of luck. Maybe we'll see each other again. And give my regards to Sir Kunzling. It'll be a great weight off his chest.
Я сейчас сделал нормально или, блядь, хуёво? Я чуть не понял. Типа, чел дальше будет пиздить серебро, короче. Мне этому мужику нужно такое долаживать об этом? Ладно, завтра узнаем.